All right, so it's Liverpool, Man United. What do we reckon?
Yeah, this guy doing
I'm going,
flexing.
bro. How much flexing? Dapto
This guy.
And
dogs.
you got to give me some commentary. Coming in for
Endeavour
hooker,
Sports High School.
hooker.
Endeavour High.
Forest and Chelsea, first game
Yep, Forest Chelsea it is.
at home.
Forest at
Forest
home,
at home.
mate. What do you guys want? You can start. You guys start,
No, go for it,
Go,
Jake.
Rick.
mate. They need a big win. Like Postecoglou's 0-0. I don't actually know. He's 0-7 in terms of wins and no, sorry, no wins in 7. Sorry, or is it more? Is
Yeah,
it 8? Is it 8 now? After
it's
Newcastle, it
like
might be 8.
7. I think it's 7.
Yeah,
Mate,
7 on the trot.
there's a
Yet to
lot of
win.
there's a lot of murmurs that he's on the chopping block. I don't know, and I wouldn't put it past Marinakis to sort of wield the axe on him because given the fact that the guy's had 8 games and he's only had a couple of draws and thrown away a couple of leads, his last game against Newcastle wasn't too flashy either. Towards the end, they fell apart. So I don't know. I think Newcastle. I think Chelsea visiting them at the right time. They've got. It looks like they've got Aina out, Zinchenko, Douglas Luiz. It looks like it's not playing, but Chelsea obviously it's going to be not uncomparable to what they're missing. They're missing a truckload. Andre
Yeah.
Santos, Fernandez, Lewis Cowell, Liam Delap, Reece James is doubtful. Fofana's gone for the season, and then the big one, Cole Palmer. So they've got pretty much almost a starting 11 out, almost. But like I said, they
Yeah.
should have more than enough to go to Forest and beat them the way Forest are playing. So yeah, I'm going for a 2-0 win to Chelsea.
2-0.
Yeah, I'm probably the same. 2-0, I think. Apparently, yeah, Chris Wood and Douglas Luiz are out, so it's two big
Oh,
misses
really?
there.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's questionable.
Oof.
He's questionable. So,
Okay.
I mean, look, regardless if Chelsea play their third team, I still think they beat this Forest team. Angie's like,
Jeez.
I don't think he's built for the Premier League. He's had 2 goes at it now. It's what, 0-7. It's 5 draws and 2 losses now, whatever it is. I think it's going to be a third loss here at Forest at home. So I'm going with the 2-0 win with Chelsea. Pedro to score.
Oof.
Pedro. Wow.
Oh.
Boys, I'm going to buck the trend here. I don't think much of Postecoglou, but I think Chelsea just have too many defensive concerns, and Forest are going to be at home. The challenge Postecoglou's got is that team needs to start well early
Yeah.
because in the last home game there was chance of sacked in the morning. So
Yeah.
he's lost the faithful there.
Yeah.
The only way he can negate that is if there's a good start from Forest and that noise doesn't turn on them. If they can find an early goal, I think Forest can do the job here because I just think defensively Chelsea are at 6s and 7s, and traveling to the City ground.
Mm.
This is Postecoglou's last hurrah. If he does not win here, I think he's got a tricky away game next week. He's
does.
done. He's done. So I can't think of a more important open 20 minutes or half an hour for a team than Forest this weekend, and
Yeah.
it's appropriate that they're first game out of the block. You know what I mean? So I think Forest will win 2-1.
All right.
But I'm going more with my heart than my head here. I think they'll find a bit of emotion to get a result here and keep the Postecoglou train alive for another week.
If Forest lose, is he sacked by the end of the weekend?
I think he'll go.
Very, very close. I don't think he's
I
got much
think he'll
time
go.
left.
A big indicator was where was he? At Tottenham, there was a director there that was part of the backroom staff, and he wanted him to come to Tottenham as his director of football. They just lost Ross Wilson, and there was a lot of talk that he was going to come in and replace him. I think his name might have been Scott Munn or something like that. Marinakis put the brakes on that hire. So if Postecoglou's not getting his director of football and they're going in a different direction, that's basically saying to Postecoglou, you're on the clock. You need to show me some results. I'm not
What
going to load
director
this
is it?
team. It's a backroom director at Tottenham, and he was
Now?
supposed to come right now, and he's supposed to come to Forest to replace Ross Wilson, and it was sort of agreed that was going to happen, but as I said, Marinakis put the brakes on that hire and the other guy's probably got cold feet too. He's like, I'm not joining. You might be out of a job in a week.
Yeah,
You know what I
true.
mean? So
Mm.
the fact that you're not getting your director of football tells you what we already know, how heightened tension is at Forest. and the need for a result in this game.
I think both clubs, actually, on that point, both clubs will jump on Spurs are in a weird spot because now Tottenham have two director of footballs, one guy that does negotiation.
We'll get to Tottenham. We'll get to Tottenham.
Yeah.
That's a mess.
But
Anyways.
yeah, I think Forest can win 2-1. I'm not surprised at all if Chelsea come through and win here, but I'm going for Forest.
Okay.
All right. So that's two to Chelsea, 1 to Forest of the picks. Next round of games, we've got a lot of 3 o'clock games here.
Right,
3
in
o'clock
Newcastle.
UK time. We've got Sunderland, Wolves. I got them first here.
Yeah, go for
Do
Sunderland.
you want to do Newcastle first? What do you want to do? They're all at the same time anyway.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are. Go.
There's a couple of.
I'm looking at Sofa score. Newcastle's first.
Sofa score. Okay.
All right, let's do Newcastle then. Let's get them out of the way. What do we reckon?
Go, Rick.
Chuck.
Your thoughts. You're very vocal. You're very vocal about Newcastle.
Big vocal guy on WhatsApp.
I'm vocal, and then I reckon Newcastle will go there and get a draw, 1-1. I think they'll come out of it with a draw, only because I don't trust them to play anything but 5 at the back at the moment, the way they're going. So I'm expecting Eddie Howe to be a bit more safe. I think the midfield's. I think he's going to rest his midfielders. Isn't there a Champions League game in the midweek as well? Is the European game? Is there one next week?
There's a Champions League game next week as well, which is good. It's at home.
So I'm thinking he might rest Bruno or Tonali. I think one of them's going to either get half a game or there's going to be some sort of rotation. There's no way he plays Champions League game plus full game for those two. They're going to have peg legs by the end of the bloody season, the way that he's running into the ground. But I reckon 1-1 Newcastle. I think they're good for it. I'm expecting Voltman to get another one, probably a goal off his kneecap or his hip. Come on. But look, he's on fire. You got to run with it. So I'm hoping, like, for Newcastle's sake, like I said to Chuck, the one for 150 needs to start paying dividends at the wingers. So I think Newcastle can get a goal here on the counter. Brighton do push up and quite aggressive at home. But again, Newcastle, if they play 5 at the back or however how many Eddie's going to sort of solidify at the back, I think it's the wrong move. I think you need to play 4 and let you guys sort of push forward. So I'm going for a 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, I'm probably. You know what? I'm probably the same. I reckon it's going to be probably a high scoring game actually, just because of international break. No, but with diversity in Brighton, they're at Amex. They're playing that home at Amex. That's why.
Depends how Eddie sets up. If he's got 5 at the back, they're not going to score that much.
Do you know what it is? I reckon fatigue will start kicking in with the amount of international breaks we've had. Pretty much every team's had a couple, like half their team out playing international breaks in EPL. So, I don't know. I feel like we're going to start seeing tired legs at the moment. It could go either way. I reckon 2-1 or 2-0, or 2-1, 2-2 either way. Either a draw or 2-1.
For who? Either way.
Either way.
Yeah. Nah, that's fair. Brighton, another one of our tough teams to play against, our bogey teams. We, I think in our last 5 or 6 visits to Brighton, we've only managed to draw. We've lost all our games there, so it's not a happy hunting ground for Newcastle. And those that are familiar with the logistics of traveling to Brighton from Newcastle, it's one of the largest distances. It's one end of the UK to the very other end. So it'll be
Jesus.
It's a big away day. It's a big away day.
Who are you, Tol Ipek? What's this?
Yeah, it's I got a factor.
They're gonna come. They're coming from
transport, humidity.
I'm looking at the weather. There's gonna be hail, Chuck. Be careful.
Everything. Is the pitch going to be watered? I need to know all the variables.
Wow.
I'm leaning more towards what you just said, Jay. I think there's a high degree of probability this could be a draw or a 2-1 either team to win. For Newcastle, I mean, look, we're without our both first choice fullbacks. Dan Burn is going to fill in at left back again. Whilst he's an amazing central defender, and we love having him in the heart of the defense, he's basically a tall basketball player playing at left back. And the one thing I know about Brighton is that they're going to really push Minter and Mitoma at him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very easy game plan. It's a very easy game plan until Livramento comes back or Lewis Hall. So, it's going to be a bit difficult in that regard. But on the flip side, we're away from home. We've got Gordon and Alanga on the flanks. I think he might go with Alanga again because we've got a Champions League game at home versus Benfica, and I'm pretty sure he will go with Murphy for that one. because he wants probably a bit more end product and make sure we win. So we're going to be a threat on the counter. You know, Gordon and Nalanga are just lightning quick. They're going to get space, and we're going to rely on them. Like Rick said, we're going to need those guys to start stepping up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's 1-1, 2-1, either way. You know, if we can win this game, it's such an important game for us. If we can win this game, we've got Benfica at home, we've got Fulham at home in the Premier League, then we've got Spurs at home in the League Cup.
How many home games is
And
there?
yeah, we've got 3 home games in a
Right.
row. So it's
Fuck.
and then the game after that is West Ham away.
They'll move that to home probably. They'll swap it for you. 4 home games.
Nah. So what I'm saying is
This is
this
lottery
is an
teams, NBA lottery teams.
this is an opportunity to get a bit of a head of steam, you know.
That's
And
the dream run. I'll take that run
and
any day of the
and
week.
well, Brighton away, we have to navigate that.
Benfica
you know,
at home.
Yeah, Benfica, you know, Portuguese.
Man, I'm surprised they don't play
powerhouse.
that kid that you showed me on Instagram at centre back. That's how much you should be resting players.
Portuguese powerhouse. But anyway, look, I think Newcastle. I'm hopeful for a 2-1, but I think more likely that it could be a 1-1.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
What's the next game? We'll go with Sunderland and Wolves. What are we thinking? Rick's second favorite team.
Well,
Could
that's
Wolves
fun.
get their? Could they get their first win of the season?
I
It's
think
at
so.
Stadium of Light.
Yeah, I think, mate, Sunderland at home. All right, they had a bit of a slip up against Man United. Man United have been, to be honest, they own the highest XG. They just can't finish for peanuts. But I think that they're going to have too much for Wolves. Like I said, I know Wolves are unlucky and probably should have a lot more points and a few more wins than they should have, of course. But again, I think Sunderland are at home, and they've shown they've beaten some decent teams at home and given a couple of teams a fright. I reckon it's a 2-0 win for Sunderland.
Comfortable 2-0 win. Jeez.
Yeah, I reckon they'll beat them.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You know what? I reckon this is the game that Wolves can pick up 3 points, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like just going by how they've played the last few weeks against who did they play against last week? Was it not Tottenham?
They played Tottenham before that.
Tottenham before that. They should have got a result at Tottenham there. As well as I'm just looking at it now, just reminding me. Brighton with the Brighton game too.
Strand Larsen's fully fit now, so
Yeah.
he's a huge focal point for that attack, and they've really missed him. So, yeah,
For
I
sure.
think it wouldn't surprise me if I'm flicking down the scores and I see Sunderland 0, Wolves 1. You know, like it wouldn't surprise me if I see that score in this game. You know,
Well, I don't think
They don't really have
20th
much.
warrants. I don't think 20th warrants how they actually play on who they have.
No.
Like I
I'm
think
saying
they're a
they've
lot
been
better than
unlucky.
that.
But I'm looking
Yeah.
at their midfield. I was watching them the other day. Gomez, Andre, they're about 5'3", both of them. Monetsi, which I've never heard, I know is a hard worker. I don't even know some of these players. Like this is the first time I've seen them. They're centre backs, Krejci and Bueno. There's another bloke called Bueno on the left back.
Do you want to know a very interesting stat? If you're going to look at the XG and you know how the teams have played this year, there is one team in the Premier League that has an almost identical XG for and XG against. Do you know who that
Wolves.
team is? Wolves. Identical.
To
So
who?
Wolves.
Should be
there's
drawing
one
every
team.
game. You're saying.
There's one team. Which will tell you where that team is in the position and
Yeah.
where Wolves are. So Wolves have an XG of 0.87. Aston Villa have an XG of 0.86. Wolves have an XG against of 1.33. Aston Villa have an XG against of 1.31. So Aston Villa and
Jeez.
Wolves have been almost neck and neck with chances created, chances copped, and quality of chances.
And what's
So
the difference? 7 points between each
there
other.
are 9 points, Aston Villa, and this is what we keep saying. You know, like Wolves shouldn't be that low, and we probably think Aston Villa have, you know, picked up more than what they even should have. So anyway, that should give you an idea exactly that they're not as bad as what
Nah.
the table is showing at the moment. They just haven't got the results, the reward yet.
Jeez, not even at Villa yet, and we're getting
No.
Mate,
Well,
the
like a
last
barrage
two
of
games,
missiles.
the last two games
Source-
we've won.
source is Opta on BBC, and I'll send the link after. I'll put the link in the bio below. Yeah.
Opta, and if you're NFC tuned by the wayside.
No. Go on. I'll flick it around. It's actually really good. No surprises. Arsenal is best defense and 4th best attack. Newcastle's 2nd best defense, 9th best attack.
So what do you reckon? Wolves?
I wonder why they're the
You
best
reckon Wolves
defense.
1-0? Hang on,
Well,
wait.
ninth best
We'll get to
attack.
that.
It's better than yours. Better than yours.
Mate.
Attack's still better than yours, and we haven't had a striker for 3.5 the games.
Oh,
But
here we
anyway,
go.
that's a
Here we
different
go.
story for another day. Anyway, go on.
All right. So what do you reckon? Wolves 1-0?
Yeah, I'm going Wolves.
All right. Let's go
Rick,
in the next
you
game.
think Sunderland holding on? Yeah.
I think 2-0 Sunderland.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. We'll go Burnley and Leeds United. I'm going with the Burnley winner home here. It's at Turf Moor. First 10 minutes caveats. No, I reckon I'm predicting probably 2-0, I reckon, just because Leeds can't score. Calvert-Lewin's has been
Calvert-Lewin, my
Bro, he's
God.
been pathetic. He's definitely
My
on the books
God.
for someone, for sure.
Yeah, he's.
What was that stat? He had like a 9 XG or 8 XG and he hasn't scored a goal yet? Or one
that's
goal or
right.
something
Yeah,
like
Pretty
that?
bad. Very bad.
This
Very
Leeds don't
bad,
have
very
anything. They don't offer anything going forward outside of Okafor if they can get
Yeah.
the ball to him.
Yeah.
But other than that, Burnley just on the counter, they look dangerous. Cullen and Jane Anthony going forward. I'm just going with the Burnley maybe 1-0 or 2-0.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. The thing is, Leeds do. Sorry, how do I explain this? Leeds have pulled out.
Put your mic closer to your face, Rick.
Leeds have pulled out some decent performances against Spurs. They were very unlucky. I thought they should have won.
Very
that.
unlucky.
Definitely.
Very unlucky.
Which kind of makes me think that they do have a bit about them, but it's always early. The promo teams always start off early and they kind of taper out mid-season. But we've had that many breaks that it's almost like a restart every bloody time. So it's a bit hard to sort of judge at the moment. I think Leeds are going to be. I think another draw. I reckon a 1-1 or 2-2 draw.
Yeah, I think a draw in this game as well.
You can draw.
I don't think Burnley can defend, and I know Leeds can attack, and I don't think Leeds can defend. So
No, Leeds can't attack. That's the opposite.
Leeds
they
can't attack, but Burnley have
Burnley
also
can't
lost
defend.
4 of their last 5 they've lost.
Yeah.
And statistically they're the worst team in the comp. And I think out of every team in the Premier League, if you're going to put money on one team to go down, it'd probably be Burnley. You know, Leeds have a couple of Premier League players at least, you know, from years gone by. So I think Leeds are good for a draw here. You know,
Draw. Okay.
Yeah.
Next game we'll go Palace and Bournemouth. It's at Selhurst Park.
Oh, that's a good game.
That's
very
a
good
game of the round.
It could be.
It is.
Big time. Could be Palace.
Actually, there's a few good games, but we'll get to them. But yeah, that's probably a top contender.
Wow, there is a couple of games.
Yeah, there's crackers. So let's move it along because I don't know if we got more than 40.
We've got 20 minutes.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Palace, Bournemouth.
I'm going with a draw.
Draw?
Yeah, 1-1 draw.
I reckon Palace are going to do them at home.
Same.
They're really good they're really strong at home.
Yeah.
But Semenyo is firing, man.
He's firing, but yeah, exactly. That whole Palace team is firing. Whereas Bournemouth have one guy who's just holding everything together.
Yeah.
These guys have a few good players, you know, like he's been good. Wharton's been good. Mateta's been really good. Like, you know, Munoz flying down that right flank.
Yeah.
Like that team is good, man. Like, you know, they're going to give Bournemouth a bit of trouble in this game. If Bournemouth win this game at Crystal Palace,
that's huge.
That's a massive result for them, eh? Like, you got to start taking them seriously for Europe if they're doing that.
I reckon either side will get Europe this year. I reckon they're good for
same.
Europa. I reckon they're good for Europa. I don't know about Champions.
So do you reckon Palace will beat Bournemouth this week?
Yeah.
I think Palace, 2-1. 2-0 or 2-1. I'm tipping.
But Bournemouth haven't lost in the last 5-6 games, right?
Well, Bournemouth
they could be due.
They're on 14.
Yeah, I know. Well, they could be due to lose, right?
Yeah, true.
Like, you know, that's this is going to be a test. Like, you saw what Palace did to Liverpool. Absolutely tore them to pieces at Selhurst Park. Yeah. They're super confident at home, and Mateta just scored it for France, so he's got his tail up. It's going to be a hard game for Bournemouth, and like, I'm actually curious to see what the outcome is.
I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah,
really good game.
It will be. I'm going with a draw. I reckon 1-1. That's why I'm playing that I'll be the opposite result. All right, so we'll go next game.
Yep. City Everton.
Yeah, see, another good game.
Yeah, but that's at City. I don't think
City at Everton. Yeah. No.
The way Haaland's playing, I don't know.
Everton's just going to sit deep and try to hit you on the counter. And do they have enough pace? I know Grealish. You know, he can't play. He's been the key. He can't play as well, right? He's tired. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you have to go with City for this one.
Yeah,
What's Grealish not playing?
he's
Nah.
loaned.
Well, he's on loan.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They blocked it, which is
Yeah.
common sense. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll go with the win as well. It's
Yeah.
playing it safe.
That's 2-3-0 for me, I reckon.
2-3-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got nothing up
Yeah.
front. Like Grealish is their main focal
Yeah.
point.
He's their
gone.
main valve, and away from
Yeah,
home,
but that
he's not
doesn't
as
mean. But he's
effective.
got nothing to do with the defensive line. You reckon City's going to score
Yeah,
3
but
goals against them?
but he'll hold the ball up. He can kind of go in the corner, like you know what I mean. He gets them out of trouble. Whereas being on the ropes for most of the game, I reckon they're going to buckle. As an outlet, you can what I'm saying. As an attacker, he can kind of drive the byline, at least get the ball away from the goal a bit. Whereas I don't see anyone doing that at the moment for Everton.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're going to win 3-0. They will win, but I can't see them unless Haaland obviously goes for has an absolute blinder. But
well, you know what,
Everton are a lot better than Burnley. Even though the biggest smashing they've had this year is the Burnley game, 5-1, which came 2 goals after 90th minute. So I don't know. I just feel like City aren't. Haaland's playing well, but City aren't playing well.
Mate, all they need is Haaland get a couple of goals. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have you seen some of the goals? I feel like they haven't been like critical goals this year.
What do you mean?
The 2 goals he scored against Burnley. No, hang on.
He bullied them. He literally just pushed him out of the way.
When he scored the first 10 minutes, whatever it was.
And they won 1-0, wasn't it?
You know, Jay, but Everton have lost a couple of games away this year.
Yeah.
One was to Leeds, 1-0 in the Premier League, away from home. And the other was to Wolves, 2-0 in the League Cup round.
Oh, League Cup, yeah.
In the League Cup to Wolves. And they also lost, obviously, to Liverpool away, 2-1. So they haven't been travelling very well away from home. At home, they've been quite, the crowd has really got behind them. But away from home, there's some vulnerabilities there. And I think City, if the City are serious about pushing for a title, they've got to win this game.
Oh yeah, big time.
No, they definitely have to. I just think the one thing that I won't harp on it too much. If Doku can take on, I don't know who their fullback is. I think it's O'Brien or Mikalenko. Doku's on the left side, so it'll be O'Brien. If he plays well, which I think he will, their fullbacks aren't that good, Everton, then they will kill him. But
they got Marmoush and Doku and the main guy Holland up front. He only needs half a chance.
I think Marmoush might be out.
If you told me Haaland is out and you want to talk about Everton stealing a result or something, I'll listen. But if Haaland's playing, he's going to get a couple of chances in this game, and Everton just better hope it doesn't happen early, because if he's got his tail up, that guy smells blood.
Well, Everton are missing Braithwaite, Grealish, Michael Keane, and they've got Dibbling on the right to replace Grealish. I don't know what Dibbling's going to do, but he's still young. Frisbee Hall and Endai in the middle, and they've got Barry up front. They've got that new guy from Villarreal.
Everton are going to go there with Eddie Howe's early season special. He's going to put 7 at the back and try to counter with something.
Yeah, he will, of course.
And hopefully Haaland is misfiring that day. That's pretty much the extent of the game plan. Man City are going to really come at them. They're the highest scorers in the Premier League at the moment, 15 goals. And I think Haaland's got more than Everton by himself. So
he's got more than 90% of the comp.
That's what I'm trying to say. So they're I'm expecting. Let's move on. Next game. Fulham Arsenal. Rick, what are your thoughts?
Jeez, they're playing at Craven Cottage, which look, everyone right. The problem with Arsenal, Fulham is they literally got no strikers. They're all out. I don't know if Jimenez is playing or Munez.
Chukwueze would be.
Jimenez is gone. Munez is out. Anthony Robinson's out. Sasha Lukic is out. So they're missing a few. But Arsenal are missing Madueke, Odegaard. They're missing.
Yeah, but the depth is huge.
Yeah, mate. This is again. I can't see any less than a 2-0 win for Arsenal. They're just going to be too strong for them.
If there was a banana skin of a game, it would be this game.
Oh, here we go. Banana
Jay.
skin of a game.
Jay, rotten banana.
No, I'm telling you. I'm just saying I will win, but if there has to be one game, no, because
mate, this is banana bread. This is easy.
Bro,
our
whole team hasn't stopped playing throughout the internationals. Literally from 1 to 15, everyone's been playing non-stop, and I reckon we're going to start feeling it. a fatigue.
Jay, they literally don't have a striker. He only played 10 minutes and he scored against Villa and he came off. Like they don't have no one up front. They're playing a kid up top. And on top of that, they've had 2 tough losses that they've just come off.
No,
And you guys,
on paper,
this
we
is
should
basically
definitely
a home
beat 'em.
game for Arsenal. You're around, it's just down the corner, down the road. It's a pseudo home game. Training
think
game.
it's an easy
They're gonna walk there, apparently.
Look, for me, this is a game I expect Gyökeres to break that 10-hour misfiring, really coincidental poor form streak. You know, Gyökeres. Man, I had some reservations nice and early. I had some reservations about this guy, and I didn't expect after 7 games he's going to go on a drought like the Gobi Desert. Like this is ridiculous. So he really needs to do something because your team has been playing so well. It's deflected attention off his misfiring, profligacy up front. If you guys lose here, mate, it'll be interesting to tune into AFTV and start listening to about the rhetoric around Gyökeres. What's going on with this guy?
No, we definitely we will win. I'm just saying because of the amount our players have been playing. Everyone's been racking
but
up
Jay,
minutes.
all the top teams all the players have been playing. Like, come on.
But Chuck, we've had about 16. Our first 15 guys are starters on all the top teams. Literally all of them. Everyone's been playing 90 minutes.
Everyone's got international players, man.
Yeah, come on, Jay.
Everyone.
Waltermar's playing into the ground.
Rick, you have 3 international players.
Bruno's flying around the world, or left, right, and center. Gordon's playing.
If any,
the whole team's playing. Everyone's
playing.
Everyone's playing. Everyone's playing, Jay. You can't
Gordon's
be
on and
these.
off. No, but it is. But it's right. Eze came on. All right, he scored.
Eze was fresh the whole time. He's getting a massage.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's my point. Gordon's the same thing. Gordon didn't play that much. Everyone else has been playing a lot. We've been playing a lot of games. I'm telling you, it's gonna.
Bruno and Tonali are our 2 most important players in the middle. Tonali's playing 99th minute. He's not coming off. The Italy coach doesn't want to take him off. Bruno's traveling to Korea. He's having emergency did you hear about the story with the Brazil, Bruno and Joelinton? They're flying from Newcastle to South Korea. Somewhere around China, there was like an emergency. They flew back to bloody Europe. Then they flew back to Korea. It was a 30-hour flight to let into Seoul.
They're rested. They're sleeping.
Come on, man. This guy.
That's rest, man.
Put the iPad trying to sleep.
Come on, rested 30 hours.
Rest.
I'll take that. Take a Xanax. Done.
Mate, I'm worried about the guy's DVT.
Oh my God.
Bro.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, he played against Israel. You guys smashed Israel. Italy smashed Israel for Tonali.
Yeah, but how many? He's playing the whole game.
It's a handball
game.
It's a handball match.
Who you got? Well, Eze's coming on after 4-0 of a rout. The other team's mentally and physically destroyed, and Eze's coming on. Come on, Saka. You make the argument for Gordon. Saka's done the same thing. He starts, he comes off, and cops a massage.
Bro, Gordon's played one. He's been red carded on and off the whole year. He's very fresh.
That's one bloke I wouldn't be using. This guy.
What do you mean? He was man of the match. Did all right.
All right.
We got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes.
Yeah, all right. It doesn't say 10 minutes. Where?
I'm on it. Does.
Said is the thing. Yeah. Cool.
All right. So we're predicting wins all around across the board.
Easy.
I'm tipping 2-0 Arsenal here. Yeah.
I agree.
2-0.
All right.
This is a juicy one. This is a really juicy one. Tottenham versus Villa at the Tottenham Stadium.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jay?
This is probably the game that Villa needs to win. This is a big round because everyone else, all the other big teams have decent, easy games. You guys you have to win this. This is a big, and I think Watkins might be injured. It said it was questionable as well.
Yeah, what's going on with Watkins? That's the key for me.
He's touch and go, very touch and go.
Yeah, so I don't know. And you're playing at Tottenham as well at home. I'm going with the 2-1 Tottenham win. But I want you guys to win for the sake of yourself. I don't want depression hitting the Tobash Diaries. But Tottenham should win this. I just think they're in decent form. You guys are a bit all over the place at the moment. You lost Watkins. Who are you playing up front? You'll play Malin? You're starting Malin?
Yeah, he'll probably start Marlon and then put Gasson on the right and then Rogers on the left.
Rogers on the left now.
Yeah.
He just cuts inside. He offers no width.
Rogers, he's been playing the past 2 games
always
much
left.
better. He's always been left.
But
never in the central.
He's been playing through the middle, hasn't he? Central, attacking mid.
Buendia.
That's been McGinn the whole time. The centre mid's been playing number 10.
Fair enough.
They can't put him in the middle because he gets trapped
Look,
too many times.
the only thing I'll say is Tottenham have been really efficient without being good this year. So
Yes.
this
That's
is
the best way of putting it.
this is not an amazing Tottenham team that's blitzkrieging every single opponent they're facing. They're relying on 90th minute equalizers or a late show to get them over the line. Teams are pushing them, bullying them. So if you're going to play Tottenham, I think this is as good a time as any to play Tottenham.
But they've been
Villa
scoring,
have to
Chuck.
find. I know, but Villa have to find a way to stop Kudus because Kudus has been. If you think Madueke has started off good, this guy started off even better. He has got a handful of goals, some assists. He's causing chaos on the right for Tottenham, and he's been head and shoulders. Him and Paulinho have been the two star players for them.
Yeah,
they're both. Paulinho's scoring goals and rescuing points, and this guy's literally, doing everything else. So the challenge is, I think Emery's going to go quite conservative again, and he's going to play Digny at left back because he thinks he could probably deal with Kudus better. But Rick's star boy Maatsen, if this is a game, you probably have to play him because he can actually get forward and support Rodgers and create a bit of width. But defensively, that's what Kudus wants to see. So, look, man, I think this is going to be 1-1. If I'm honest with you, I think Villa can get a point out of this game, especially if they score first. If they don't score first, I can't see them winning or holding on to a draw.
Rick, what about Sancho? What's that whole scandal that's going on with his ex-missus?
He's on Twitter. He's on X. He's on all.
Love his tip.
Jesus Christ!
Why is he not playing as well? He's apparently he was training alone as the other day.
No, he's playing.
He doesn't even want to be there. He doesn't even want to be there. He just doesn't want to be at Man U. He doesn't even want to be at Villa. He wants to get done with this contract and look for his next move. He knows Villa are not going to pay him what he wants. So
he's back next. He's back this week. He's in contention. He's playing.
Contention.
So,
Jesus.
Yeah, he needs to start, Rick. You need him to start. That's what you need.
He's been sick, but we've won 4 on the trot. Unlike
what about Harvey Elliott?
I don't know. Like with Harvey Elliott, Emery said a few things during the week on a separate interview in Spain that he's just trying to bet him in. He hasn't adapted as quickly as he wanted to. All the sort of usual stuff you want to hear. I don't think he's closed the door on him on Elliott. I think there's still time on Elliott, but so far hasn't been that good. But having said that, we've squeezed 4 results in a row, so I think it's okay at the moment. Everyone's scoring. Everyone's there sharing the goals around. We're not really relying on any one person, which is good.
Rick, a lot of your goals have been deflections, bro. They haven't been clinical.
Bro, have you seen the goals that Waltermud scored? Shoulders, heads, knees. Like,
we'll get onto Waltermud.
We're attacking Waltermud now.
Nah, come on, man. We're getting crackers of goals, and you're talking, Jay, when you're winning, but when you're losing, it's very hard to talk, man. So
look, the one goal you scored, they put away well, was McGinn's one. Everything else has been fucking deflections left, right, and center.
Goalkeeping missing. Goalkeeping.
Watkins came off his shin pad.
Come on.
Nah, man, that was.
Don't know Waltermar. That's another basket case of his.
Basket case, mate. You wish Gyökeres is doing what Waltermar is doing. Come on, it's night and day.
Bro, they're on the same amount of goals. What are you talking about?
Come on.
If there's ever
Waltermar started playing in game 4. This guy's been starting from day 1.
And one penalty.
His goals have been a bit dubious.
Anyway, don't worry about it.
Anyway.
We've got 5 minutes.
It's going to be. Look, you guys say 1-1 or Tottenham 2-1. I think we'll win 1-0. I think we'll squeak. I reckon we'll sneak it out.
Wow,
I like that. Confident.
That's good. Bit of courage in your conviction.
And I'm saying that
1-0.
Look, all our attacks scored on the international break. They seem to score for their country, but not for us. So go figure.
1-0 Villa. Wow, book it.
And even Consa, he scored.
Yeah, Consa's been playing amazing internationally. They love
Consa's
him.
Been good.
You know what's funny?
He's been their best player.
All of England's goals have been from our 3 teams. Have you noticed the last few games?
Oh yeah. Well, anyways,
I mean, but that's not really much opposition, man. Yeah, they're playing Lafia.
We got 3 minutes.
Bro, hang on, bro. You were sending texts about Gordon scoring against Latvia. Like it was Brazil.
Yeah, I mean,
they need something. They haven't done anything.
I'm winding you guys up.
Want something.
He got man of the match, but that's another story for another day. Don't worry about
it. Right, you should see my Instagram. Is it you
16-year-old boys, all right, cool. Okay, I think we've all agreed Villa's going to get the point. Villa's going to get the points at Tottenham. So let's move on.
Wait, Liverpool, Man United.
Liverpool, Man U. This is a big one, man. We haven't given it enough time. Man U, what are your thoughts, Rick?
I thought this initially, because Man United always turn up against these teams for some reason. No matter how bad they are in the past, they've given Liverpool, Arsenal, City a good run for their money. Just this year, I don't know that they're a bit topsy-turvy. So I don't know if this is a time where Liverpool click after the international break. I don't know because they haven't shown me anything yet, but I don't think Liverpool are going to lose. I think they're going to win 2-3. I reckon personally they're going to win couple of goals to nil to the good. I don't think Man United. I just don't trust Man United this year to have these special games that they've done in the past, where they could be coming third last and they'll go to Arsenal and get a win somehow. I don't know. They've done that in the past a few times. I don't trust Amaron. I don't, anything to do with his formation going against that sort of attack, which would be open as hell because they play three at the back, and you can just imagine these guys just running through on goal half the time. So could be a 3-1, 3-2 result. I think Liverpool will do them.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think Liverpool will, 2-3-0. I just think with how United can't finish, they've got the highest XG. Mbeumo can't score. Sesko can't score. Kuna can't score. Fernandez he's playing too deep now. Like they're just, I think United are just complete mess. Rick, you're right in saying that they do give these big teams good games, but I think this year they used to. This season's a bit different. They're not really in games. They're all right. They have the off chance where Mbeumo comes through on the counter. But I just think they're not there yet in the sense of they're just not a scoring threat. They just can't score. That's the problem. And Liverpool doesn't have a good back line, so they don't have to worry about Sesko and all these guys being threats because they're going to be pushing them. Liverpool's going to have 70% possession. I think with Isak playing, I think Isak will pick a goal this week.
Back.
That's what I wanted to talk about. How do you think
Isak will be playing? I don't think they're going to play two strikers.
No, they won't. They won't.
No.
But I'd be very curious to see how Slot lines up. And given the way Amorim his formation, he's going to probably pick Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes as his two mids.
In the middle.
That's going to be too light. They're going to get cut into pieces, right?
Yeah. And then have Dorgu and then Diallo on the side.
Yeah, that's not good enough, So that central midfield is going to be a huge problem for Man United, and I think Slot is just going to pick his best team this week. He has to. He's had so much noise around this international break. What's he going to do next? He's first time in his Anfield tenure, he's actually started to hear a little bit of people doubting him.
Yeah.
So I would be surprised if he plays Isak in this game because Isak hasn't shown anything yet, right? If I were him, I would literally pick my best team to win this game, and I would go Ekitike up top. I'd go Andy Robertson at left back, Kirkes and Isak. You guys can take a seat this week, and pick your best three mids: Gravenberch, McAllister, and Slozobly.
That's
your three best midfield. Yeah, he'll play. I'm pretty sure he'll play.
He's been the awesome player this year.
But that's what I'm saying. So if you got Gravenberch, McAllister, and Slozobly, that's the baseline of your team.
No, Konate as well.
Yeah,
he's out.
Is that a bad thing? Have you seen how that guy's been playing?
Who's going to start? Is Gomez back?
Mate, I don't know.
Let me check that. I don't think
we really need the injury report.
No, he is.
Yeah. So, I think Gomez will be fine for this fixture. But yeah, I think Liverpool will thump them. If I'm honest with you,
That's what Anfield as well. That's what I'm saying. I think with like to your point, Chuck, the Fernandes Casemiro in the middle. That's going to be like a highway. Like a highway.
That's a suicide mission.
With three at the back.
And that new goalkeeper, he might have looked good at home. This is going to be his first real test away from home. Yep. Teams peppering you. Yep. So I think this might be an anticlimax. I'm tipping Liverpool 3-0.
Yeah,
I'll go 2-0. I think 2-0 is a safe bet as well. They're just very thin in the midfield, very thin at the back. They can't score.
Mate, they got Mason Mount up front. It looks like Cunha's not playing.
Yeah, well, he hasn't hit Mason. I mean, Cunha's been a little bit questionable start of the season. He's gone very much under the radar, right? Like I know Gyökeres and Sesko have taken a bit of heat. And Mbeumo, I think you can afford him a bit of leeway.
He's looked lively.
He's looked super threatening.
And he's the reason why they have a high XG.
Yeah. He's hit the post. He's just been a bit unlucky. If one or two things went his way, he might be on 3 or 4 goals. And Mbeumo's been good for them. I like. He's been as advertised. He just hasn't got lucky, which is a bit surprising. But Cunha, a little bit disappointing.
Mm.
And this is a big game for Sesko too, right? Like you're a big money signing for Man United.
Yep.
You know, they're gonna need a goal from you. You know, if they're gonna get a result here, you can't afford to fire a blank and then win. Like it's not gonna
Agreed.
be that easy.
Yeah. And Salah usually plays really well against United. I think he's got the record
Yeah.
most goals
Yeah.
and assists against them. So he needs to
Lovely.
start firing as well. He hasn't been firing at
Well,
all. But I think
No.
this might be the game.
You've
This
got.
is this is the game that could get them all in form.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't even think he'll play Wirtz personally.
Well, who's
Yeah,
going to play?
Well, I'm
Szoboszlai in the
looking.
middle.
Well, Szoboszlai, you can't ignore him. He's been
Yeah.
on fire.
Soswell has to
Yeah,
play.
but he's like probably the premium Swiss Army knife. You can play him anywhere. So whether he plays
Yeah, but not
7
at right
foot or
back.
attack him in,
Can't play him at right back.
right? No,
Well, that's what they've been playing him.
No,
For
I know, but
Hungary,
against-
he was playing deep for Hungary on the weekend when they
Yeah, but they got
drew against
McAllister and
Portugal.
Gravenberg here. They can play them
He's
behind
got
him.
he's got high
Gravenberg's
IQ.
injured, bar. He got injured for Netherlands. He's done his
Did he?
hammy.
Oh, all right.
He got
In that
subbed off
case-
at half time. I'm
Okay,
pretty
well.
sure.
Well, then he'll slot
Who,
one of those.
who do you think he starts on the left?
With Gakpo.
Oof.
Oh, Gakpo.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Gakpo. But who does he start on the right? Oh, Salah.
Or Salah.
Salah.
And then and through the middle, yeah, I'd probably go Kitike. I wouldn't be.
Well,
I'd say
at number
Kitike, but
9.
they got. I just looked. They got Frankfurt in a couple of days after that, which is not easy.
Where
on
at?
track, there away.
Well,
That's
that's
a hard
at
game.
Kitike's old stadium, right? So he will know it. Maybe that's
Maybe
the
swap.
reason why you play Isak in this game.
Either way, I think
But I
he'll
mean-
rotate. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Isak can afford to have another blank at home.
No, he can't.
No.
You know,
Needs to score.
because if he plays, he has to score in this game, or be a heavy contributor to a victory. You know what I mean? Like he has
If him
to
and
do
Wirtz,
something.
if
I
him
think
and
it's a
Wirtz
perfect
blank,
game for Isak.
that's-
This one.
What?
It's a perfect game for Isak. This one. They've got three
Yeah,
at the
it
back.
is.
These guys are going to be running in on goal. I'm telling you.
No, he always hurts Man United
Yeah.
as well. Like yeah, this is the perfect game
This
for
is-
him. And
I would.
the only thing is that I was hearing reports today on another podcast about how Isak's behavior has been since the Carabao Cup, and a lot of Newcastle insiders have basically said the moment he won the Carabao Cup, he almost down tools. He did the bare minimum to leave the club. He knew he was going to leave in his mind. And he did. He turned up to training. He didn't push himself. He didn't do anything. It was shown in his performances. And then he basically had the whole season where he trained by himself. So he has had a very long time where he's really had that fire and juice. How long is that going to keep him playing and performing poorly? Because he looks miles off it. That might come back to haunt him.
But you can give him the excuse because of the preseason he's had, which was shocking either way for his fitness and for
But
your
Rick, what
club.
I'm saying is this has continued this predates that. He has been since the Carabao Cup, he's almost down tools. He hasn't trained hard. He hasn't
even
has
for
not
Sweden,
exerted himself.
Sweden has been playing well.
Yeah, he hasn't.
No.
Yeah, but he's one of these players, Chuck, where I just refuse to write the bloke off.
No, you
I-
can't.
yeah,
What I'm saying
He's
is,
just
Rick,
too
how
good.
long does it take? How long can Liverpool afford this guy to be misfiring, especially with Ikitike, who, man, everyone. The funny thing is, all the Arsenal fans last year started saying Isak is like Henry 2.0. I'm seeing flashes from Ikitike that look more like Henry than Isak. You know what I mean? Like the
He's
guy's
played well.
dribbling, going left. Got a bit of burst of pace. He's
Yeah.
got the height. I'm seeing flashes of Henry and Ikitike. So what does
I don't know. I don't think
what does
seven.
Isak do?
No, I hear what you're saying. I just don't think 7 games makes a season. I think if he gets a couple of tap-ins somewhere and he gets a feel for the goal again,
Yeah.
I think he'll get going. I don't write him off because I've seen what he's
No,
done.
I'm not writing him
No,
off.
you don't
I've
write him
seen-
off. No,
I've seen-
it's just the
I've seen
price
him-
tag behind the rig.
Man, there are games where I've seen Isak on his own pull you guys out of the fire, and the rest of the team's like kind of going on his coattails. So I'm expecting him to come back pretty soon. If he doesn't, then there's something else wrong.
Well,
because
it's
he's-
him and Wirtz. They've spent almost 250 mil on 2 players. They've done nothing. Really.
Wirtz, I'm not sure
Wirtz
about because
especially-
Wirtz you can sort of say, well, he's come from the German league. He doesn't really understand the English league. And
He's
blah, blah,
never
blah.
shown you anything.
Yeah.
He's never shown you
Whereas
anything.
Isak has. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
see Isak has
But
done it before.
also, Rick, at Newcastle, Isak, everything was geared towards Isak. As I said to you on the chat, Jacob Murphy, if he got the ball, he's looking for Isak. If Mohamed Salah gets the ball, he's looking for goal. He's not trying to play Isak in. He's like, mate, get out of my way. You're the new recruit. I'm the guy.
You
I'm
know
going
what?
for goal here.
Yeah,
You know
but
what,
you know
Chuck?
what, Chuck?
Salah has taken a step back. I
He
feel like
has,
he
of
has.
course he has. Of course he has.
He's trying
Yeah.
to play more a playmaker role instead of just trying to
They've signed
attack.
3 big attackers, man. Of
Yeah.
course, he has to take a step back. Word, Sekateki, and Isaac. How are you going to fit them in?
Yeah, but how can you take a step back from 30 goals, 26 a season, bro? You are the main man. I understand from
Look,
that point of view.
luckily for Liverpool, they're second. If they were less than this, it would be much more of a problem. But clearly, they're
Well,
getting
top teams get results. So
yeah. But the last 2 games they've lost, so it's
it's
there you
actually
go.
last three in 8 days
Oh yeah,
against
Europe.
Galatasaray as well.
Yeah, Europe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look, I think they're going to pick up the 3 points.
Who?
Just yeah,
It's going to be easy.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
It'll be an interesting game. I think, yeah, this is the game that Isak needs to start and needs to score. This is a statement game against their biggest rivals. So I'm going with a 2-0 win.
2-0. Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
Then we got one more game.
West Brom. West Brom.
West Brom.
West Ham and Brentford.
Yeah.
That's a battle of
Nuno.
relegation.
Nuno's home game.
Yeah, but Nuno's got the ability to steer the ship, and correct it.
Yeah,
He's not a bad manager. He's not the best manager.
Yeah.
He's not a bad manager.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Brentford have been on a little bit of a high. It'll be interesting to see if West Ham bring them back down to earth, or
Hey, they've won one game the last 5 games.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying that was a big result for them, and a lot of people expected them to fall off a cliff.
Yeah,
they've got a couple of points. They've won. They're through in the cup. They're only 2 points behind Villa.
And you.
The Villa.
I was waiting for that.
I was like, what the hell? This guy's putting...
They're only 2 points
This guy-
behind Villa. Rick's
Oh my
face, you had
God.
to see that, man. Oh, that was
like
gold.
far out. This bloke.
As soon as I said that, I was just watching Rick, and I'm like, how long before he catches on?
Bloody hell! No, I'm looking at Brentford at home. They've done really, really well.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. I need this team to go down, but
Yeah. Well, they still could, Rick.
I think they will.
It's a tough one for them,
But the way they've started, look what they've beat Man United at home. They've beat us at home. They drew with Chelsea. They've beaten Bournemouth, mate. They're not. They've done okay.
Yeah,
But way better than I thought.
Look,
Way better.
They've had
It's
some
a
close
pace
games too. And look, they lost to Man City the last game,
Yeah,
and that was
1-0.
Haaland just literally bullying
Yeah.
the defense. So
yeah.
They haven't been as bad as I thought. So, but in saying that, let's see if the West Ham have a little bit of a new manager bounce, right? So, I'm tipping West Ham 1-0 in this game.
Well, they've lost all home, all away games with Brentford. They've not won one game away. So,
well, if this is Brentford being good, they've got 7 points in 7 games. I can't wait to see how bad they'll be.
Well, that means they'll survive 38 points, 1 point a game.
Yeah, it might be enough.
Yeah,
might
be
be
enough.
I'm going with the West Ham win.
Same.
It's their home.
Yeah.
I think with Nuno now, I feel like they're not going to be much better, but I think they're going to be a lot better than what they had with Potter. So, West Ham W from me, 1-0.
I think so.
That's a fair call. What's the biggest game of the round for you guys? Unbiasedly, you think it's what's
aside
most at
from-
stake for which team? Like what's at
Historically,
stake
Liverpool, Man
yeah.
United, but
Yeah.
it would be you guys. It's everyone around you guys. So if Brentford
it's-
win,
Well, I think it's Brighton,
And-
Newcastle, and us are the 2 big ones. Like,
You put
We've got to
Brighton,
both win.
Newcastle in that.
well,
no, but
Brighton-
if West Ham, if
Brighton's
Brentford
on 9
win,
points. You're on 9 points. We're on 9 points, and fucking Tottenham's third. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think both of us need the win, big time.
Yeah, we
Big
definitely
time.
need the win.
I mean,
Who's Villa got after this? Oh, you got
Oh,
Man
City.
City after this.
yeah, we got a tough
yeah,
run.
and they got Liverpool after that as well.
Wow.
If Newcastle and Villa both win, because I'm assuming, going by the assumption that United will lose against Liverpool, you both will jump United.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we need
we
to
will.
win. We need to
Yeah,
win.
yeah.
We